This playthrough is rated T for teen. Well, if that ain't anime inspired, I don't know what is. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another new game and a new first impressions. And this time it's Cris Tales by, I think it's like Modus, Syck, Dreams Uncorporated, one of the two. But anyway, this is a, well, let's go over the little description they gave me. Let me go to the options so it doesn't go to the cutscene again. Cris Tales. Cris Tales is a gorgeous indie love letter to classic JRPGs with a new perspective. Peer into the past and act in the present and watch as your choices dynamically change the future, all on one screen as you play. Beautifully hand-drawn 2D animations bring to life a world where your choices will change both the present and the future across more than 20 hours of gameplay. Inspired by timeless JRPGs like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, Valkyrie Profile, Mario Classics like Bravely Default, and others. Let's see if it's fondly remembered, though, because I'm trying to remember how this game isn't that old. It just came out, but no one talked about it, so I doubt it's going to hit. Because even when you do things based on a classic, doesn't mean your game's going to be made a classic. So, not to be... Okay, that mutes it. Might want to turn down the music. Let's see. Usually music I want to turn down slightly. Same with, like, sound effects and stuff like that. Just a little bit. Actually, let's turn that one more. Same with the sound effects. Just one little bit. I think that'll work. But just because it's inspired by it doesn't mean it's going to be made a classic. Now, obviously, if this game is trying to impress that it's similar to the vein of like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 4, 6, and Valkyrie Profile, it has a large. If it's making that claim. Well, it's not making that claim. It's just, it says inspired. But if it's trying to be inspired by that, then it's got some big shoes to fill because those are some pretty classic games. Now, not everyone knows those, and I haven't played those, and I do want to play those. But I don't know. It just seems so like everyone's done it already. So like, what would I add to it? But I'll probably do it one of these days if people are interested enough. But for now, we're playing this game. Let's see if they can stack up to those games or if it's just all words say.
Trying to reach the town.
That fight music. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk through everything. That fight music definitely is Final Fantasy inspired. You could tell that there was like that kind of that start beat just sounds so familiar to it. But so far, I'll admit I do like the art style. It definitely has something unique to it without copying from the classics. But it kind of the problem with the art style is it kind of looks like kind of flash animation style, which I mean I guess if you have the tools for it, But anyway, let's play the game. So I guess we already start out with our peasant village being burnt to the ground. So RPG trope number 1 checked off.
This is a real fight, Crisbell. Time to use your new skills.
And we have a talking frog, so we need a silly animal companion that seems more Disney inspired than anything.
Be swift, be precise. First select attack, and then choose your target.
I know how to play an RPG, dang it.
Finally, just as the attack connects, press the button one more time. Double slash.
Double slash indeed. Yeah, you're already heads up. Usually most people have to gain a few levels before they can do a double slash. Not as good of a start as Final Fantasy 4 or 6, to tell you the truth. But, you know, like I said, or Valkyrie Profile, so you're kind of already have a down step. But, you know, let's not be a jerk. So you can choose different... I guess that's how you face when you attack with stuff. I wonder if you can flee at the very beginning of the game.
Ow!
Oh, when she ran away, she said, "I don't see how can we escape now." And the frog put up pom-poms?
Careful, CrisTales. It will strike again. Make sure you press the button right when the attack hits you to block it.
It looks like it's kind of doing a Mario RPG kind of mechanic where you can actually block damage. Which I mean, it makes sense that most RPGs don't do this turn-based stuff anymore. So because it's usually not economically viable. So for anyone who keeps with this old method, you have to kind of do something unique with it to make it stand out if you're going to keep doing turn-based stuff. So okay, so you can block stuff.
Ow!
I wonder if it's still got to do that tutorial.
Careful, CrisTales.
Okay, it's just got to keep doing the tutorial. And our HP stayed the same. So it's basically saying, hey, you need to block it.
Nicely done.
And I'm a posh frog.
Now, give it your all. Finish it off.
Yeah, it only did 4 damage before, so... Can you even die during this first part? Probably not. Oh, it did... I had 96 damage and I have 95, so I don't think I can die, actually. Let's try it one more time just to see what happens. I'm just curious. Oh no, I can die. Huh. Well, possibly. Let's see what happens, actually. I'm kind of curious now. Although this is going to take a hot minute. If I want to do that. I'm just seeing if I can actually die, you know. Or, like, what do we learn, if we learn anything from it or something like that. So, alright, I'm going to fast forward until I die. So, fast forwarding now! Alright, let's see what happens. See if the game... It probably just restarts the battle. I was just curious what happens if they have anything unique. Yeah, it's just... boring old defeat. Boo! God. I always expect something like crazy, like, hey, how'd you die at the very beginning? That type of thing, like almost as a joke, but... Nah, I can't expect every game. You know, it's extra coding and work to do something silly like that. It's just... I guess I'm spoiled on certain games that kind of do stuff like that. I think I've played too many games like that, so you can't expect every single game to be like that, especially if you don't have like a bunch of money thrown at it. So, because all the games they mentioned in this were like, you know, all backed by like the big Square Enix company at the time, so they were able to put all the money and funds and people into this.
They're trying to reach the town.
Cris Tales. Who knows how many like people worked on it? It's probably only like, you know, a handful of people, like 10 or less, you know, so I can't expect them to, you know. Oh, right. That's right, he keeps telling me to do a double attack.
Watch for your opponent's attack.
Oops.
Ow!
Careful, Cris.
There we go.
Nicely
I'm gonna have to, and there's vibration every time you get hit, I'm gonna have to turn that off.
Well done, CrisTales, but I'm afraid our work is not done here.
How many hours done? I assume this is probably one of those RPGs you can probably beat in like, probably less than 20 hours, I bet. But, I don't know, could be wrong. We'll see what happens after our peasant village has been destroyed. I don't know, the frog seems kind of happy despite the dangerous situation we've been in.
Who are you supposed to be?
Huh, alright, we've already met our allies.
Hello, my name is...
Tell me if we survive. Not a fight?
Let us show him.
Let us show this brat who has a shield, who's probably obviously the tank character, but anyway. Oh, and you switch turns when it's his, so. Let's see. Up option is defend item pass. Oh, and I just noticed the turn reticle, so that's always nice to know when people's turns are going. That's more of a modern thing too. Back in the day, you just kind of waited till it happens, and you're like, oh, it's your turn. Okay, cool. Then you can attack different units depending on which way you're facing. Okay, this is the same. So, okay. Oh, yeah, even has an ability, water bubble. Water bubble? Really? Well, Frog had it in Chrono Trigger, so why not? Deals water damage to a single target. Applies wet. Huh? Ew!
Not bad. I'm Christopher, by the way.
So, did you just like try to do this whole I cast a spell by turning my bat to you? I'm so cool.
CrisTales.
What kind of name is CrisTales anyway? Sounds like a sandwich from like, I don't know, Wendy's or something like that. Here, let's see what his attack is like. He splits the shield into weapons. Isn't that the purpose of the shield? That's not a bladed thing. Yeah, whatever. You gotta do something to make yourself stand out, you know. So why not? Actually, haven't I seen like a show or anime that did something like that where the shield turned into something else? Or why don't you do what Captain America does and just throws his mighty shield? You know, probably do enough blunt damage. But yeah, like I said, they're trying to be different, so I can't complain. I could, but I'd be a big jerk.
There. Let's do less of them. Been chasing those things since I left St. Clair.
Well, looks like we got some buxom demon shield-bearing ladies. I assume they're the main bosses of the game, at least according to the cutscene at the beginning.
We've got to stop them before they reach town.
Like the hut spawn, you thinking you'll beat these clearly end-boss creatures.
And exactly how do you plan to do that?
Volcano, huh? Volcano!
Hold your ground. They won't get past us.
No, you guys are level 1, so...
Look, Volcano! They broke our poor goblins! How adorable! Can we keep
They killed
them?
goblins. They're like the weakest... Okay, technically they're not the weakest creatures in D&D. That's probably kobolds, depending on how you look at it, but still.
Golly, we've talked about this. No more pets until...
So she keeps humans as pets, huh?
Till I stop murdering them. I know.
You know, the game gives off a feeling of being like, you know, a pretty mature game, but then it's like the goofy graphics and the comedy. You know, you can tell it's like a PG-13 or in this case rated T game, so you can't go too far.
I just want to play. Not my fault they're all so squishy.
Soft and squidgy.
Oh, and that's why we can't have nice things.
Okay, well, I guess we should beat these ladies, because clearly we're going to beat them at this early in the game. No, that's...
It didn't work. We can't touch
Okay,
them.
technically you did touch them, it's just they had a big old shield in front of them. Well, if you can't touch them with physical attacks, let's try magic! Alright.
Not even a scratch?
We're doomed. This is invincible, huh? Oh, that wasn't much damage for being invincible.
Can't take much more.
Well,
of
you can
this.
take... Well, let's see. 24 damage. You could take, you know, at least 3 hits.
CrisTales, it is time. Use the crystals.
Well, did we already reach the end of Final Fantasy IV?
The crystals.
What are we flashbacking now? But yeah, it's like, oh well, not just Final Fantasy IV. Let's just say it has something to do with crystals at the very before the before the end. Welcome to Narum Town. For a second, I almost thought I was going to say Pallet Town for a second. Yes, even I watched the Pokemon cartoon for the first season, like every other kid at the time. Don't know why. That show isn't very good. I'm sorry if you like the Pokemon cartoon, great, but it is not a good anime. Or cartoon. And it was like Crisbell was a lady working for a noble, planting roses. We're making the roses red. We're making the roses red. And here and there and
Wait,
everywhere.
my
We're making the roses red. I was going to say taking for some reason, but
CrisTales! CrisTales! Where are you?
Mother Superior, jump the gun. Mother Superior, jump the gun.
I'd better not keep her waiting.
So we're gonna find out how you learn to use a sword and shield and all that. This almost looks like a finishing school or something like that. How to move in the game. Use this, you jerk. You dumb butt. Anyway, use L to move in direction, X to interact with people. I guess because of how gaming is nowadays, everything can't be intuitive anymore. I have to basically tell her what to do, so, oh well.
I miss your grandma, Chris. And how it used to be around here.
I guess her grandma ran this place before Mother Superior, I guess? I don't know.
If I pick every strawberry right now, maybe I won't have to do it ever again.
I guess I don't like picking strawberries, but that's not strawberries, right? Those strawberry bushes. Those don't look like strawberry bushes to me, but what do I know, right? Yeah, it looks like they've got a different, at least they've got different profiles for her. You know, they got front, side, and back, so at least there's that.
I should talk to Mother
Can I
Superior
just abandon my
first.
mission and just be like, there's a couple RPGs that actually do that where you can actually finish the game like right at the very beginning of the game as a joke. You know, it's like, are you sure you don't want to go on this adventure? And they're like, okay.
These just bloomed yesterday. I take extra care of them today. They'll be even prettier tomorrow.
Well, all these cute girls, I hope nothing bad happens to any of them.
So many chores. Kids in town get to go out and play.
Maybe this is an orphanage of some sort. I don't know, I guess we'll find out here in a second as we talk to Superior, but okay, no one else to talk to? Alright. Let's talk to the overly dressed lady.
CrisTales! Finally. Did you prune the roses yet?
I'm sorry, Mother Superior. It's just my rose. The frog, it took it.
Enough. I've seen that look before. Find that rose, then hurry back. There's work to do, and no time to waste. Go on.
Is it just me, even though I adjusted the voices and everything like that, is it just me or is there like a volume difference between the different characters and their voices? Like, Crisbell's voice is louder than everyone else's by quite a margin. Huh.
Yes, Mother Superior. Thank you, Mother Superior.
And I am also playing this pre-patch, so this is whatever the game would come with before patching it online. So if there's any glitches, and I doubt there is. I mean, I could be wrong.
And be careful. I worry about you.
She does, huh? Yeah, okay. Oh, and the game has a hint system. It looks like, just to tell you where to go to next. So there we have to get
I have to get...
we have to get the rose back. That one rose, really? That's gonna break the game if we don't get the rose. Now I don't mind hint systems in the game, mainly for those who like have to take a break from a game. Oh, yeah. See, we see the rose being. But for those who take a break from a game, game having either a hint or a recall, like, oh, this is what happened last time you played. I think more games than you have that, actually, just in case if you have to, for whatever reason, have to take a really long break in between games, which has happened to me quite a few times. Doesn't have to be anything major, just like a brief sentence on like where your destination or what you're supposed to be doing. Check out your current objectives, which is under hint. That lady say something? I couldn't hear it if she did. Maybe she did. I had to turn down my headset.
I still have to find that frog.
So sometimes some audio might be a bit soft for me, so.
CrisTales, what's the hurry?
Good morning, Marco. Have you seen a little yellow frog?
A frog? Well, sure.
Maybe wearing a top hat? Carrying a rose?
Top hat? Then no. Maybe try the mayor's estate? There's always something going on there.
I'll try. Thanks, Marco. Sorry to bother you.
Are you kidding? That's the most interesting thing I'll hear all day.
Interesting thing you say. Now your life must really suck. I mean, we know where the rose is going just from the trail. Okay. I was double checking. Checking that. So I think that lady did talk. It's just her voice was so soft that I could barely register it. Yeah. I have to find that frog. Stop that frog. Stop the pigeon. Stop the pigeon. Alright, that didn't have anything to do with this.
Check out the cool sticker we found. It's a skull.
It's a skull, huh? Alright, well, skulls are cool, I guess. Alright.
Why would someone do this?
Yeah, apparently someone did something, but we can't ask her about it because it doesn't have to do with the rose. Sorry if I was quiet there. I was trying to see if he actually had a line of dialogue. He didn't. Yeah, good morning, all that. So I guess not every character has a voice line of dialogue. I don't mind if characters have voices at times and then the rest of it's no lines, because I mean that seems reasonable to me. Like you save lines for specialized scenes and stuff like that, but
That Marco is never home. He will inherit this one day. He should help me take care of it.
oh yeah, we ran into Marco earlier. Oh yeah, there's the roses.
Think about the future. It's not just the farms that will be renovated.
Wow, that voice should not come out of that model. That does not scream that voice.
It's the orphanage, the shops, the whole town.
Your future fouls the lands, poisons the water. Goblin raiding parties are burning our fields. Money, power, your precious industry. That's all you care about now.
How dare you! Where's your proof?
Proof. Look around you. Look at our crops.
Then sell your lands, Robert. Don't let it trouble you any longer. It's what's best for the town.
It's best for someone, but not the town. You seem to be doing just fine.
Now see here, I never...
Mr. Mayor, we have a visitor. Hello, CrisTales. What do you want?
Hello, Miss Lana. I was looking for a yellow frog with a top hat.
Of course you were. Try the northern fields. That's where all the little pests go, hmm?
May the lady light your way, CrisTales. Too many in town have strayed from her grace.
Oh, thank you. I should go.
There goes that little punk. After him. I'll give the game credit. At least they give you different... They change their profiles depending if the character's like mad or whatever. Most games wouldn't even do that. They would just... Oh, there's a treasure chest. Healing juice was added to your back. Healing juice? Sick. So at least there's that. So it's just like a static portrait, for example, which would be fine. It's just, you know, little touches. What are you, British Guard? I guess you are a British Guard. Yeah, the ones that are technically supposed to stay in attention and not talk, but that doesn't stop them from doing that. People think that they can't respond to you at all, which is not true.
Oh, you're still here? Run
Oh,
along
fine,
now.
Miss Secretary Lane. Oh, he didn't get a line here. This will be the new face of the town. Okay, you're just repeating yourself. Alright, after that frog, this is the most important thing to ever have been important to anything. Okay, you're just repeating yourself. I guess he just ran back into the... Okay, you can't leave town. Can't leave town and go off on your own adventure and not follow whatever drivel is going on now. No. No, now we gotta go this way. Sally forth. Sally forth into wherever this frog is taking us. Where is this? Well, let's see. This place kind of feels almost like Dutch or Netherlands type of feel. I wonder if that was what it was inspired for. I mean, you could also see it as maybe being European, but I don't know. I'm getting a... Well, I mean, technically Netherlands and whatever is in Europe, but you know what I mean.
Hi, Polly. How are things?
I don't know, Cris. Between the crops, the monsters, the weather, it never ends.
I just saw your dad with the mayor. They seemed really angry.
Again? I keep telling him to trust the mayor. We need his soldiers to protect us. But it's always, we give the lady our trust. Everyone else has to earn it. Sorry, Cris. What's up?
I'm looking for a little yellow frog. He was wearing a hat. A top hat. He took my rose.
A frog in a top hat? Only you, CrisTales. I haven't seen it, but I'll keep my eyes open.
Thanks, Polly. Maybe I should pray to the lady about it.
You have been talking to my father. Well, if you're looking for a miracle, I suppose the cathedral's as good a place as any to try.
That dang dirty frog. Well, you know, I'm gonna leave your adventure. I'm gonna go find this treasure chest. Actually, I didn't know that was there. I was just saying. Flash of feathers would add to your bad. But what do they do? Well, I don't know. Can we actually go to our inventory? Let's see. Flash of feathers revives an ally 20% of their HP. Well, it's a Phoenix Down, basically. But they can't actually call it Phoenix Down, because that might be copyrighted. Healing Juice, or a potion or whatever. 120 HP to a single target, contains a mix of fruits that refreshes the user's body and tastes faintly of lemon. Smells of strawberries. Oh wait, that's something else. Alright, time to chase that frog. It seems to be giving us the runaround. Why would you do such a thing, Mr. Frog? Mr. Owl tells us how many licks against this arrow Tootsie Bot, but what do you have? You know? I don't think you have anything. Alright, let's actually go in the house this time.
If Mother Superior finds out I've come here alone...
Well, too bad. She said we need to get our, thing back, right? So, gotta get our thing back. So, no choice in this matter. Okay, that seemed kind of pointless. If the character was any more like moe looking, or whatever they call it in Japanese, I think in Japanese is what they call it, cute. Like, I'd be sick to my stomach. I think I'm getting diabetes just looking at this. Rose was added to your bag. Oh, we found it. Oh, that was easy. Why all the hubbubaloo? The heck? What the he? So she saw a vision of the future, I guess? The burning of the town or something? And it looked like that, lady there looked... I don't know if it looked exactly like her, but it looked similar to her.
What's happening? Who's doing this?
Actually, you are. You have opened the crystals of time, CrisTales.
What are... I mean, who... How do you know my name?
So many questions. Matthias the Frog at your service. I have been keeping an eye on you for some time now.
On me? Why?
I suspected you had been chosen, my dear. It appears I was correct.
Chosen? By whom? What are these crystals? Why me?
More questions. The past and the future have revealed themselves to you. Come, see for yourself.
I can't! I don't want this!
Nothing to fear, child. You have much to learn about your powers.
Powers? This is a curse! Why is this even happening?
You're upset. Perfectly understandable. But I know someone who can help. He lives in a little hut down by the lake.
Leave town? Mother Superior will worry.
She would be very worried if she saw you like this.
Is it another talking frog?
If only. But sadly, no. Trust me, little one. Let us go immediately.
Oh, let's just listen to the talking frog get us out of town. Have you ever heard of the word stranger danger before? But anyway, he must be like some made-up creature because he's got patches all over his body, like he's a doll or something like that. So, but I guess we'll see what happens. So now now that we open the crystal, it looks like yeah, you can tell like the left side of the crystal and the right side of the crystal are like two different things, as you can see. I guess right now we're in the present, and then the left side is probably the past. Oh no, yeah, the left side's the past, and then the right side would be the future. Which, yeah, see the carpenter's dead in the future. So, oh, what am I supposed to tell them? They won't believe me anyway. Huh, I'm surprised she didn't have a line of dialogue there. But yeah, now she sees both, so that would be kind of messed up, really. Yeah, see how she's old in that one picture. I wonder how much time passes in between the two. Oh yeah, there's her as a child. Huh. Oh, that's the same. Okay, that's the same dialogue. Oh, there's a kid when he's older. Huh. Well, that's an interesting concept. Okay. I assume everyone says that, so we probably just need to leave town. Okay, yeah, they're just repeating stuff. Wait, whoa. Is that the... Man, the secretary turns into something else in the future. Holy crap. And also the mayor ain't even there. So I guess they're dead at that time period. Huh. I wonder if the treasure chests change depending on... Yeah, see, there's no treasure chest in the past. There's one now. And then... Yeah, there's not one in the future. I'm just seeing all the like little differences. Oh yeah, wow. Looks like the future gets a lot more epic. Look at that. We can't see what his past version looks like. Not with the way it's set up now anyway, so. Alright, anyway, let's leave town. We've messed enough with that. And we see what child version of her looks like. Yeah, before she got returned. Oh, there's the mayor. Huh. Looks like something happened to them to change who they were. But what made them change, it's hard to say. Yeah, I'll give the oh, young version of her. Yeah, how much younger? Probably like maybe 15 something odd years, but that's kind of interesting. I'll give the game credit for having like being its own thing. Like I said, with the whole with unlocking the crystals and past and present. I assume that's how you can change things in the game, as you do affect something in the past to affect it, or something in the future. You can save your game while in the overworld. Just enter the main menu, select the save option. Remember to save often. Because yeah, you can die and it looks like the game doesn't have an autosave feature, so we'll go and save it. So it looks like we can run around the world. The game kind of gives off a patchwork like look. Like everything's made on a tapestry or something like that. I assume that was on purpose. Obviously, that's the theme of the game, or the artistic style of it. Everything looks like it's made on a patchwork quilt or something. Wait, did it? I was checking to see if she had lines of dialogue. These strange ruins have been here ever since I've had memory. I guess the crystal's only activated in town or something like that, so... You say you're somewhere by the lake? I guess this is it. I wonder if there's a head found down by the lake. Oh wait, no, that's a different That's a different show, movie, whatever.
Here we are. He lives just over there in that hut. Perhaps you should let me do the talking.
Well, you seem to like you seem to like talking a lot. So, I'll in the future I'll just skip over like the little details that happen in between. But it is interesting to see like what the difference between like the future and the past is. So, I just see if there's any like treasure chests behind anything. Doesn't look like it. At least not that I'm seeing. Ooh, I stand corrected. Mana potion was added to your back. I assume that heals your MP. Oh, sorry. I should not get too far away from the city. Mother Superior must be worried. Well, didn't he say it was just over in this hut somewhere? Did I miss the hut? Oh, I didn't actually click on it, did I? Yeah, there's the door right there. I don't know why I didn't click on the hut.
Wilhelm, answer the door!
Go away, I'm busy.
See, I'm surprised his voice changed that drastically. He's like, open the dang door.
Open the door, you pompous child! We have important business!
Matthias? Huh. Idiot frog.
You're a child!
Manners! You're speaking to a revered time mage. Now, who might you be?
Crisbell. Sir?
Crisbell has opened both crystals of time.
Ridiculous. Impossible! Why, not even I have been able to.
Yet it has happened.
No. No. There's something else at work here.
Can someone please tell me what's going on?
Patience. I am Wilhelm the Wise. You, it seems, are a time mage, as am I. And while my powers have led to my youthful appearance, yours are the gift to see possibility.
Possibility? I thought it was the future.
Incorrect. It is a possible future. Perhaps a practical demonstration will help. Take this seed and plant it over there.
Seeds are added to your bag. I assume the idea is it's maybe for certain puzzles or something like that. Kind of like it. I think there's been some other games that did something very similar before, if I'm recalling. You can check your quest items in the menu by pressing the options button. You can learn more of the world by reading them. Let's see, rose. A single red rose, stolen and now recovered. It looks like it's been through a lot. A lonely seed for planting. It seems to vibrate with strange energy. Ooh. I guess we have to plant them in circles like these. A fruit it grew into the tree into the future.
Tell me, what do you see in the future?
A tree! It's growing from the seed I planted.
Exactly. A glow fruit tree to be specific. But take care. It will only grow if you care for it. Otherwise, it will wither and die.
So if I do something in the present, I can affect the future.
Just like anything. I mean, well, time is technically for most people, time is technically a byproduct of humanity. Like, there's no actual like affecting time. It's just it's as things are. But we try to sense control over it, so we created that concept of time to have more control over it, despite not being able to control it. You know what I mean?
Obviously. Has that not always been the case? Now, however, you have the ability to see these future possibilities. So choose your actions accordingly.
By actions accordingly, but they probably don't actually, there aren't multiple options like they make it say it was. It's just, you just do it like you would any other game to solve the puzzle or get items or whatever.
I should use this to check up on Mother Superior and my sisters. They'll be wondering where I've gone.
Thank you, Wilhelm. Yes, yes, go to your sisters. You've given me much to ponder, young mage.
Young mage who is given the powers because she was born.
This is where I planted the seed Wilhelm gave me.
Now, how do you actually get the fruit, I wonder? Probably at some point we get an ability where we can actually, like, grab stuff from the future or something, I bet. Anyway, I guess it's time to go back to Mother Superior. Hopefully she won't jump that gun. So far, interesting concept and look, so not bad. Like I said, I don't know if this is on the same scale as like a Chrono Trigger or anything like that, but that might be nostalgia talking at that point. So I always hate when I'm always super critical of these games that say they are like this when they're not trying to be. They're just trying to be inspired by it. North Cathedral Square, South Town Exit, East Mayor's Estate, West Apothecary and Carpenter's Shops. Anyway, back to... I assume no one has new dialogue, right? Yeah, it's a skull.
Check out the cool
What do they look like when they're older? Nope, we can't see it yet. Yeah, let's just squeeze up. You can barely see him. Oh, but the camera pans like way too fast. Yeah, see, like you can... I mean, they'll probably show it eventually, but... Oh, sorry. Hey, Chris, have you seen my mom? To tell where I am, okay? I was trying to do like an Oliver twist on him or something like that. Oh, there's his teenager. Oh, wait, what she is, a young woman. Let's see. Very sophisticated, very regal. And then in the future, she's dead. But they don't want to show a gravestone there. That'd be actually be kind of messed up in the future if she just somehow died at that location.
No. How could this happen? Matthias, what?
What do you mean? Oh, sorry. I have to tell Mother Superior what I saw. Are you talking about like what the future holds for this place? Huh. What about the past version of herself? Oh, she was a little girl that used to be a part of this place too, it looks like. Anyway. Does anyone actually have any dialogue or? Okay. Doesn't look like it, so. Alright, let's talk to Mother Superior.
You had me worried.
Mother Superior, you're okay. The orphanage is still here.
Well, of course. What's got you so excited, child? Did something happen?
No, I mean, not yet. I went to get my rose, then Matthias showed me how I could...
Matthias?
Yes, he was just here. I need to find him.
At least give me the rose you spent all morning looking for.
Yes, Mother Superior.
Now, go find your friend. And don't take all day. You still have to prune these roses.
What a lovely job that is. So who's our friend we're looking for? Okay, she's beating herself.
I miss your...
Not Matthias.
Matthias?
Sorry for Matthias. I assume he's just back in the swamp or whatever. Or swamp. Back at the lake. But who knows? Let us find this froggy companion. For he is required on our quest. For he told us about our destiny.
Matthias?
I thought it best not to upset your Mother Superior with the appearance of a talking frog.
Oh.
Kind of reminds me of that Looney Tunes cartoon, you know, where the guy thinks the frog can sing, and I guess the frog can, but every time everyone looks at him, the frog is either dead or pretending to sleep or something like that.
CrisTales? I am sorry if I upset you by leaving.
No, I mean, yes, but it's the orphanage. I saw its future. Abandoned. Empty. How could that happen?
I don't know, but let's look around town. Perhaps your new powers can shed light on this.
Alright. But how do we use our new powers, though? No. What a lovely day. Yeah, let's go back into the church. I assume that's the church of town, or the Lady of the Light, or whatever that one the farmer said. You can't even really look to see. Yeah, I guess that's supposed to be us, I assume. You know, our old form, the future, present, and past, or whatever. So, but anyway, okay, yeah, no reason to go in there. I guess we just have to find someone to talk to, or at least someone who's affected by it, or something like that. Okay, no, that's the same. At least as far as I'm aware of, the game hasn't told me to do anything specific, like do any powers, so I assume it would eventually do that. There's a little kid. It looks like the place gets more technologically advanced or something like that. I'm trying to remember, like it kind of reminds me of like I'm trying to remember like what story it is where like a place seems all nice and then it becomes, oh, kind of reminds me of Mother 3 actually, to an extent. Or I'm trying to think what else, like Princess Mononoke or something like that. Nope, same thing.
Check out the cool sticker.
Oh, maybe this is where they tell us how to shift the future and the past or something.
The miller's house and the apothecary's shop. They've been destroyed.
Yes, quite unfortunate.
Unfortunate? The millers are homeless. Without the apothecary, the town has no medicine.
Only in the future, and only if you let it happen.
Only if you let it happen? Wow, way to put the pressure on this little girl, dude.
If I let it happen? But... No, you're right.
Wait, how's he right?
Why would someone...
Excuse me. I think your shop has rot problems.
I don't have time to worry about that right now. If you want to talk rot, talk to the carpenter over to the west.
Oh, okay, I guess we can do that.
Yeah. Good morning, I guess.
Can you help me? There's a problem with the houses.
A problem? Great. What did you see, girl?
They're rotting away from the inside. In a few years, there won't be anything left.
You saw rot on the inside? From the outside? Neat trick. Sounds like someone's been telling you stories about ash blight. Happened back when I was a kid. Would have lost most of the town if the old apothecary hadn't brewed up a batch of green leaf tonic.
Can you make some?
Do I look like an apothecary? Go ask June. She's the one who knows about this stuff.
Charming fellow.
Well, he's an old man, so you gotta forgive him to an extent anyway, so. But he does die in the future, so that makes you feel any better. No, okay.
Why would someone...
Excuse me, I was wondering if you could help me.
You and half the town? No, I can't. Someone tore the label off of my mushrooms.
That sounds... bad.
Bad? It's terrible. One of these is red button. Good for digestion. Great on a salad. One of them is ground death cap. Even the tiniest bit could be deadly. An important distinction, wouldn't you agree? Of course, with no labels, it's impossible to tell them apart.
Can't you just throw them out and make some more?
Sure, of course. It would take weeks to find the mushrooms, days to prepare them. I don't have time to redo it all. My father used to do all of that. He bottled and labeled them years ago.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help.
Me too. It'd be nice to have help around here. Since Dad died, though. I tried to keep everything the way he left it, but there are only so many hours in the day. Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
No wonder she's upset. They all look alike.
I suppose they do.
Let me try something. I can't see them in the past at all.
Allow me.
Ooh, can we actually, like, shift the crystals around or whatever? Press square to prepare a time hop, then press L to make Matthias hop to the past. So only he can go in the past? Maybe it's because he's a creation or something like that, like he's patchwork, so he doesn't suffer the same laws of time that we would or something like that. The little animation. Oh no, it still affects him because he's like a tadpole with a little cap and a bow tie. Wow. The, what's the word? Oh, he's even crawling around too. Yeah, if this isn't good, if this game gets even more cuter, like I said, I'm gonna get diabetes.
Just a little nudge.
Shouldn't his voice be different? Like, should it be younger sounding or something? Yeah.
There.
So, what did that do exactly?
Well, this one has a skull on it. I imagine this is the death cap.
Yeah, it's supposed to tell us, like, which ones they are. I was just joking, but it says, like, what was the point of that? Hop back to the present. Okay.
That sticker. I saw it today. Some kids were playing with one.
Probably those two kids that said they saw something with a skull. Oh, wait, they did say a skull, so yeah, it was them. So, can we ever do anything else? No, I guess not. Because of how slow he is, it's probably best not to do that, so. Now we can tell her what, oh, she kept the chair. Anyway.
I should tell June which one the death cap is.
Would she have any reason to believe you?
No, you're right. We need proof.
This game brings up the idea that you can't just tell people what to do and expect them to immediately believe you, especially when you say, I've got time travel powers. We need to talk to these kids.
Cris!
You took that from June's. Do you know what you've done?
It's only a sticker.
You can't just take things from stores.
You know what the kid who sounds like the boys that? It almost sounds like an actual kid. Like they actually got a 5 or 6 year old to actually say his lines or something like that. Kind of like what they did with Adventure Time.
Especially not the apothecary. Some of her ingredients could be dangerous.
Could be just whoever the voice actress is doing it. Maybe knows how to imitate that pretty well.
Sorry, Cris.
Skull sticker was added to your bag.
This is as much proof as we are likely to get.
Alright, let's give her the sticker so she'll believe us. Why won't you believe me? Why won't you believe me? Let's see what the future shows. Like what? Oh, he's like overweight. He looks like he might be blind or whatever. And he's as slow too. Yeah, look at me, I'm a toad. Anyway, sorry.
Miss June, we found your label. It goes on the bottle with the red lid.
Where did you find it?
Some kids took it. They just thought it was a cool skull sticker. I don't think they meant any harm.
Of course they didn't. It's done, it's done. I'll talk to their parents about this later. Thank you, Crisbell. I really appreciate all you've done.
Well, how would you know which parents to talk to? All she said was there's just some kids. Didn't say who their names were specifically, but yeah, whatever.
This might be a good time to ask her about the tonic.
Please tell me about the tonic, ma'am.
Crisbell, is there something you needed?
Yes. Do you know how to make green leaf tonic?
Of course. Unfortunately, I don't have any glow fruit in stock. It's very rare and it doesn't keep.
Not many uses for it, but it's essential for green leaf tonic.
Is there any glow fruit near Nareem? Maybe I can find some.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, but ask Magda by the cathedral. She knows the plants in the area. You might get lucky.
Can't we just go back to the lake and get that glow fruit there? Or maybe Mateus can't grab stuff from the future into the past yet. Maybe that's a thing for later. So I assume that's this lady.
Good morning, Mrs. Magda. Do you know if there's any glow fruit growing nearby? Miss June thought you might.
They used to grow by the lake, but I haven't seen one in ages.
The seed you planted for Wilhelm, it was glow fruit.
I'm sorry, dear. If you find one, let me know. They're beautiful, glowing purple and orange. And they only bloom every 10 years or so. Really lovely.
Thank you, Mrs. Magda. That's just what I need.
Oh, so at least that gives us an indicator what time difference is between it. So it's at least 10 years. I wonder if it's the same with the past. It's 10 years in the past. Well, roughly 10 years. It could be more or less, she said, but I like to think 10 is a pretty good indicator, but 10 seems to be, like when you see the picture of Crisbell in the, at least in that picture, it showed like a pretty old lady from, so it's got to be more than 10 years. For sure, maybe more like 20, but what do I know? Anyway, let's get this glow fruit. I want that fruit.
There's the tree I planted, but the fruit is going to take forever to grow.
Then perhaps we should skip ahead, or rather, I will.
And yeah, same thing, just have him hop to the future. I do like the little look where he's just like, I spy with my little eye something fantastic. Yeah, with his... But anyway, let's grab that fruit.
Here it is. Now to bring it back to Crisbell.
Actually, the fact that he might be a patchwork creation of some sort, why would he even age in the first place? Well, I mean, actually, probably deteriorate. Whatever. Blue fruit was added to your bag. Oops, wrong button.
You did it! It's not much, though.
It will have to do. Let us go see the apothecary.
Seems like a lot of the stories in this get almost solved pretty quickly, except obviously for the obvious overarching plot, which, you know, we'll eventually get to. It kind of did the whole, we see a future event at the very beginning of the game, see where our story leads. The only problem is it kind of, with that idea is it already knows that we survived to the end, so that anything that happens in the middle that would threaten our lives or cause danger, we know will never happen because we've already seen that part of the game. So, but whatever. Alright, let's give her the fruit.
I have glow fruit. Will one be enough?
That will do. Give me just a minute.
So she's not even going to question this or anything. She's just like, oh, you found it. That was fast.
Here you go. There's enough only for one dose, but it's free of charge.
Thank you.
Well, good thing I'm a poor orphan, so green leaf tonic was out of your bag.
Well, I finally have the green leaf tonic.
I thought you would be happier. What is it, Crisbell?
There's only enough to fix one house. What can I do?
Ah, yes. Even with the crystals, there's only so much you can do to help. It appears you must make a decision.
How, Matthias? No matter what I choose, one of the houses will be ruined.
You are a time mage, Crisbell. Decisions such as this, they will not be uncommon.
I see. So, what decision will Crisbell make? Where will her adventures take her to the point where she meets this galley and volcano lady? We'll find out if I ever do the let's finish this. I don't know if I will. I might, depending on... I mean, so far, I mean, I like the look of the game. So yeah, it has that flash animation type of look to it, but it's still distinguishable enough that it's not just straight flash animation. Obviously, I'm being a bit crude by calling it that. Like I said, it has its own style. I do like the kind of the patchwork, quilt-like looking mentality behind it, you know. And for the most part, most of the main characters have their own design. Obviously, you can see a lot of repeats, kind of like with the Carpenter and her dad are very similar, but they're minor characters, obviously, so that's not that big of a deal. And then the voice acting, for the most part, is pretty good. I mean, no one really seems out of place. That I thought. Although I thought the sound syncing seems a little off, but that might be just maybe me or my headset or something like that. But it seems a little off when it comes to certain characters and voice volume. Like main characters' voices are louder than like sub characters and stuff like that. And already the idea of obviously going to the past and present, or to the past and the future, have a lot of puzzle potentials. So we'll see where that takes us. Although the game seems like it might be too simple when it comes to that. But I mean, it might be an RPG first and this stuff second. Like in most RPGs, usually the puzzles aren't super complicated because you're usually doing turn-based stuff or whatever on the side. So, but overall, I mean, I'm interested in playing this more just to see at least where the time thing goes. You know, when she ends up, how she ends up learning to use a sword and all this other stuff upon her journey. So yeah, if I had to give it a rating, I'd say maybe a 7. Maybe an 8, depending. I can't really give it much more without beating the game. So right now I'm sitting at a 7. So a good average. Nothing that like blows me out of the water like a Final Fantasy 6 or a Chrono Trigger or anything like that. But I think it has a lot of charm from what it is and what it wants to do. So, but anyway, I'll leave it there. What do you all think? Did you like it? Hate it? Did it make you want to check it out yourself or keep it locked away for all eternity? But for me, maybe I'll play this and do a Let's Finish of it. If not, well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next game.